Daniels is down there by the 97 car. On the pole for his pass, that's John Woods from Edmonds, Washington. On the front row outside in that 32 car, Chevy 2 powered, this is Mike Gardner from Seattle. In the number 11 car in the back row, that's Kelly Connor from Maple Valley. That's a Chevy 2 powered car. Outside our second row in that number 2 car, Volkswagen powered, that's Mike Muntz from Tacoma, Washington. Here we come, Rick looks him over. Out turn 4, get the green. This is John Woods, first into turn 1. This is John Woods, Mike Gardner, Mike Munson, Kelly Connor in the back. Looks like that veteran wants to run and hide. John Woods, 97 car, Mike Gardner, Mike Muntz, Kelly Connor. All these cars are fuel injected, running methane alcohol. Here comes the Volkswagen down for the white flag. Chevy 2, Volkswagen, Chevy 2. Kelly Connor gets by Mike Muntz. Here he comes down for the checker. John Woods from Edmonds. 25 car on the pole. That's the car from British Columbia. It's driven by Dennis Kitts. It's Volkswagen powered. Next to him in the 55 car from Puyallup, Washington, also Volkswagen powered. That's John Starks driving his father's car. Two-time defending WMRA champion in that one car, Volkswagen powered. That's Rick Moss. Fast time for the evening in this Cosworth powered car. This is Mike Stryker. ABC, here they come. He says, you're good next lap. I'll give you the green, guys. They raise their hand saying they saw it. Rick Moss in that one car, defending champion last 2 years. They're ready. Rick the flagman's looking them over. Here they come. Now he gets the green. After John Starks jumps off to the lead. Down the back stretch they go. Here comes John Starks. John Starks, Mike Stryker, Dennis Kitts, and Rick Moss bring up the rear. Here comes John Starks from Puyallup, being chased by that good Cosworth. Can that Cosworth catch that VW? Rick Moss goes into third place around Dennis Kitts. Here he comes. John Starks from Puyallup comes down from second flag, followed by Mike Stryker. Rick Moss.
Number 10, he turned a 1577 tonight, Wayne Hawes. Car 38, out of Eugene, he turned a 1556 tonight, Chris Rolfe. A brand new track record holder for the 360 engine sprinters at Riverside Speedway Cottage Grove, he turned a 1542 tonight, Rod Womack. And a Cedro, Raleigh, Washington, tonight's fast timer by at least a third of a second, he turned a 1511, Steve Beitler. In the top 10 for the tri-track. Combination of Medford, Cottage Grove, and Lebanon points to determine the 1988 Oregon State Tri-Track Sprint Car Champion. Flagger Rick Daniels looks them over as they come out of 4. And he says, one more time, fellas. Chris Rolfe on the outside pole got the jump on Wayne Hawes out of Alturas. 12 car 38 and number 9, Rod Womack, co-rookies of the year last year at Cottage Grove. And here we go. Once again outside, Chris Rolfe gets the jump. Car 38, Womack sideways through turn 1 and 2. Beitler backs down and avoids him. And yellow will come out. And so Rick Daniels will look him over once again on the pole. Wayne Hawes, Chris Rolfe outside of him. Rod Womack and Steve Beitler. They come cautiously out of 4. Now we get a green. And again outside pole. Chris Rolfe outpulls Wayne Hawes down the main straight. Beitler bounces off the tires, regroups. Tonight's fast timer goes after Chris Rolfe. Chris Rolfe, 38, Steve Beitler, 21, Wayne Hawes and Rod Womack duking it out of the tail end of the pack. All right, Steve Beitler will have one more lap to gain ground on Chris Rolfe. Here we go.
Not used to the power in that car yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2 cars won the watch. 32 cars won the watch. Rick Daniels says, if you guys look good next lap, I'll give you the green. On the pole, Tom Margison. First row outside, Gary Eklund. Here they come, they got the green. Tom Margison takes him into turn 1. Plus that 97 car of John Woods. Oh, and Harlan lost it again. John Woods, 97 car, was sneaking up on the inside. Did not get a start on that one. Let's see if Mr. Stubbins can keep that car pointed the right way. Here they come. No, they didn't get her. No way. Give it yellow. Well, they're back in position again, and they can stay that way. Mr. Stubbins hangs into that second row outside. Rick's going to look him over. We can't fool around here all night with these boys. Looking good, going into turn 1. It's Margison and Eklund. Margison goes into the lead into turn 3. Followed closely by John Woods. Oh my goodness, over and over, who is it?
I want to bring you all up to date a little bit, let you know that this particular driver is fine. It was a very serious wreck, as you saw. His head banged around quite freely, and he did crack his skull. They had to cut the driver out of the vehicle using the jaws of life. They broke the first jaws of life, which is the reason it took so long to extract him out of the car. And they had to get another fire department truck out there with a second jaws of life and cut the car apart further to get the gentleman out of it. At this point in time, 1991, 3 years later, he's fine. He lives in Seattle, and his wife at this time isn't allowing him to race. But he's all well and good. He still supports sprint car and midget racing ardently, and I just wanted to bring you up to date and let you know. We're having to cover pieces of this up with music because some things were said in the announcer's booth that we just couldn't let out over the airways at this time.
Here they come now, being brought out of turn 4 by John Wood. There goes the green flag. It's John Wood, Gary Eklund, Arlen Stebbins, Mike Gardner, and Mike Muntz taking up the rear. John Woods takes a sizable lead down the backstretch. The battle's for fourth between Mike Muntz and Mike Gardner. Oh, first. Here they come. John Wood takes it out of turn 4. Here we go. John Wood, Mike Gardner, Mike Muntz, Arlen Stebbins. John Wood, Mike Muntz, Mike Gardner, Arlen Stebbins. Last lap. John Woods from Edmonds, Washington takes him out of turn 4 for the checker. It's John Woods. Get some Puyallup. Third row outside is John Stark from Puyallup. Here they come. One more lap, he says. Yeah. That one car is defending WMRA champ, Rick Moss. And the fourth row outside is Mike Stryker. Fast time for the day. Here they come, being led by Brian Thomas in that 3 car. Here they go, they accelerate out of turn 4. They got the green. It's Brian Thomas, Pat Bliss, George Shaw. It's Thomas, Bliss, and Shaw in those yellow cars. Look who's coming out of turn 4 in 3rd place. He's really moving. That's John Stark from Puyallup. Watch that 55 car go, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's in the 2nd place. Look at on Brian Thomas. This Brian Thomas, John Starks, Pat Bliss, and George Raw. Down low on the inside, John Starks. John Starks takes the lead, comes Brian Thomas. Here's your leaders, John Starks, Brian Thomas, Pat Bliss, Dennis Kitts. Rick Moss is now up to 4th place. Rick Moss and Dennis Kitts battle for 4th. Rick and Dennis Kitts down in front of you. Watch that 75 and 1 car, ladies and gentlemen. They're putting on a battle down the backstretch. 1 lap to go. John Starks, Brian Thomas, Pat Bliss, Rick Moss is now in 4th, being chased by Dennis Kitts. Down the backstretch is Rick Moss going into 3rd. Here they come for the checker. John Starks, Brian Thomas, Rick Moss, Pat Bliss.
On the pole, car number 60 out of Roseburg, Oregon. A lot of work in the car this week. Brian Henry. Outside, row number 1, car number 44 has won 4 main events at Cottage Grove this year, and the best appearing car by your vote tonight, Greg Brown. Here's a guy in the 43 car who's 16 years of age, the fastest kid in Cottage Grove, and he turned in the 15-second range tonight, Jeff Thompson. Car number 10, racing with the Tri-Track Series at Medford, Lebanon, and Cottage Grove out of Alturas, California, Wayne Hawes. The 38 car, your Trophy Dash winner tonight from Eugene, Chris Rolfe. Points leader, a new track record holder at the Riverside Speedway in Cottage Grove, car number 9, Rod Womack. Out of Cedro, Woolley, Washington, one of the best open competition sprint car racers in the Northwest. Tonight's fast timer, car 21, Steve Beitler. Second race on the new motor for this fella. He's going faster these days from Cottage Grove, car 75, Dale Smith. Car 28 out of Edmonds, Washington from the Skagit Speedway, John Ryerson. The promoter of the Riverside Speedway in California, track champion in the San Jose, California area for many years and a veteran sprint car driver, car 94, Mike McCann. The winner of the Douglas County Fair race last Saturday night from Roseburg, actually from Sutherland, car number 6, Gordon Smith. The number 91 car out of Oregon City, the Rad Sprinter, RAD, stands for Race Against Drugs, Alan Davis. And from Cottage Grove, car number 41, Marvin Smith. 6, Gordon Smith, tied for 8, Joey DeSimone and Joe Hancock, and they're not here tonight. And so it looks like a race tonight, anyway, between Greg Brown, Rod Womack, Wayne Hawes, Gordon Smith, Chris Rolfe. Dale Smith is in number 10. He's in 10th place. Some of the guys that have a chance to move up and maybe take the Tri-Track Championship. Gordon Parker has just counted an even $100 from the Washington Midget Racing Association. Here they come. Brian Henry, Greg Brown, Jeff Thompson, Wayne Hawes, Chris Rolfe, Rod Womack, Steve Beitler, Marvin Smith, Alan Davis, Gordon Smith, Mike McCann, John Ryerson, Dale Smith, Jack Clark, Gary Clark, and here we go! Sideways, 360 between 1 and 2 goes Brian Henry, car number 60. And we'll do it again. With $100 from the Washington Midget Racing Association, the fund is well over $700. Make that $750. The family of Bill Arnold, who flags all the races here at Lebanon, has donated $50. Rick Daniels looks them over as they come out of 4. Here we go. Your early leader, 16-year-old Jeff Thompson out of Cottage Grove. Chris Rolfe, Greg Brown, Steve Beitler, 3 abreast, heading out turn 3. Greg Brown sideways, Beitler underneath for second place. And again, Greg Brown and Chris Rolfe in a furious battle. They broke, fighting for 3rd place. Here comes Gordon Smith moving up on the inside. Your leader still, 16-year-old Jeff Thompson. Beitler by Jeff Thompson on the inside like he wasn't there. Smith out of Sutherland. And off the track, heading into turn 3, we got one guy spun out. Bring out the yellow flag. Mike McCreary out of California with 46 points, and 5th points, Wayne Hawes with 35. So Wayne could easily, with a win tonight, make up almost all the points he needs. So many of these cars could still end up with tonight and tomorrow's races being the Tri-Track champion. Here we go again. And again, Greg Brown fighting with Chris Wolf for 2nd place as they both try to get around a 16-year-old Jeff Thompson. Moving up on the inside, number 9, Ron Womack. Your leader, Steve Butler. Womack and Chris Wolf moving to 2nd and 3rd. Ron Womack, car number 9. Chris Wolf slips high out of 2. Greg Brown goes underneath him for 3rd. So there's your leader, 21 Butler. Number 9, Ron Womack in 2nd. 44, Greg Brown in 3rd. 38, Chris Wolf in 4th. Wayne Hawes has now moved up to 5th. Gordon Smith and Marvin Smith fighting out for 6th. Butler with a pretty good lead now. And now the battle for 3rd continues on the inside. Greg Brown outside of him is Chris Wolf. Marvin Smith goes up into the marbles on the back straight, but he's okay. Chris Wolf, 38. Greg Brown, 44, in a furious battle for 3rd place. And again, Greg goes underneath him. But Chris is able to make off much of it on the back straight. Starting lap 9 now for Steve Butler, Ron Womack, Greg Brown, and spinning out of turn 2 is Alan Davis. We also see Jeff Thompson out of there. And we have a rollover at, on its side anyway, one of the cars. 17 more laps to go here for open wheel sprinters. Rick Daniels gives him the green. Michael Ron Womack. Greg Brown, Chris Wolf, Wayne Hawes, Gordon Smith, Marvin Smith. Greg Brown likes to pass on the inside of this track, and he's set up for it. Goes underneath Ron Womack. And Brown has 2nd place. He'll try to work on Steve Butler, but not like that. Butler with a burst of speed down the back straight. There comes Chris Wolf into the paddle again on the outside. Out wide out of turn 4. Loses a place, and so it's Butler, Greg Brown, Ron Womack, Gordon Smith, Chris Wolf, Marvin Smith, Mike McCann, Dale Smith, Wayne Hawes. Butler in the lead. And again, Chris Wolf slips high out of 2, loses another place to Marvin Smith this time. Unofficially out there in traffic, doing in the low 15s out there for Steve Butler. We're halfway through this one, and Steve Butler has the lead, starting lap 14 now. Loses another place. Comes with Mike McCann. There's your leader, Steve Butler. Greg Brown holding on to 2nd. Ron Womack 3rd. Gordon Smith, Marvin Smith, Mike McCann, Chris Rolfe, and Dale Smith. Wayne Hawes, John Ryerson still in it. Jeff Thompson, Brian Henry. car 21. The red car right there out of Cedar Woolley, Washington, starting to lap some of the slower traffic. Brian Henry out of Roseburg slips high and allows him to go underneath. There's Beitler. Beitler working on 16-year-old Jeff Thompson now. Ray Brown still in second. Rod Womack in third. Gordon Smith in fourth. Marvin Smith in fifth. Mike McCann sixth. Chris Rolfe seventh. Dale Smith eighth. Wayne Hawes is ninth. Beitler, Ray Brown, Rod Womack as they start lap 21 now. 4 more to go. Steve Beitler's led most of the way except for the first 2 laps that were led by young Jeff Thompson. And Beitler is still doing in the mid-15s in traffic, even lapping some of the slower traffic. He is really cooking. Ray Brown hanging in there for second. Rod Womack third. Gordon Smith fourth. Marvin Smith sixth. And there's a real battle from then on in. One more lap to go for Steve Beitler. And here it comes, checkered flag, Steve Beitler. Ray Brown second, Rod Womack in third, in fourth Gordon Smith, and in fifth Marvin Smith.
Manufacturing buildings of competition stock car bodies. $50 from Ed Keys, All-State Building of Washington. $10 Allied Custom Draperies from Kent, Washington. Jason Jean from California, $1. $10 from Young's Racing Enterprises from Tempe, Arizona. Yeah. Who did that last amount? We have $975 so far tonight, with another $20 from Northwest Motocrossers. And here comes the trophy to Beitler out of Cedar Woolley, Washington. Winner of our sprint car feature tonight. Big hand for Mr. Beitler out of Cedar Woolley, Washington.
And also, of course, Greg Brown, 44, who took second. Rod Womack, who took third. And the tri-track points race becomes even closer. Greg Brown was leading it, and he'll pick up a couple of points on Rod Womack, who came in second tonight. And it'll be all decided tomorrow night at Cottage Grove. We appreciate the open wheel sprinters putting on the show tonight. More to come. Washington next.
55 car will be John Starks out of Puyallup, Washington. Rick Daniels now our starter, still keeping that yellow out. In the 9th row, it's Mike Stryker in that 4 car. Cosworth forward. Mike Gardner next to him in that green 32. Here they come. and the green is out. Brian Thomas jumps into the lead. Down low is Mike Muntz. Brian Thomas, Mike Muntz, Pat Bliss. We have Mike Stryker spun out in turn 2. We now have $1,100, ladies and gentlemen. We're very close to... Arlen Stebbins was not driving that car, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who that is down there. Complete restart. They're all lined up again. As soon as they get Mr. Stebbins' car off the front stretch. On the pole, number 2, Volkswagen forward, Mike Muntz. One of our previous champions. 3-car front row outside, Brian Thomas. Previous Rookie of the Year, finished third in points last year. Second row inside from Milwaukee, Oregon. Yellow 99, that's Pat Bliss. Next to him in the yellow 69, that's George Schraw of Seattle. Next Saturday night, right at this track. Here's the green flag out. It's Mike Muntz and Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas goes high. Mike Muntz down low. Down comes Pat Bliss under Brian Thomas. Brian takes back second place. It's Muntz, Thomas, and Bliss, and Shaw. Ferris and Kitts. There's Brian Thomas working on Mike Muntz. Here comes Muntz and your leaders right now, Muntz and Thomas. Pat Bliss out of Milwaukee in a 99 car. Down low comes Brian Thomas, take the lead. Brian Thomas took the lead from Mike Muntz. Here comes your leader, Brian Thomas, Mike Muntz, Pat Bliss, Kenny Ferris, Dennis Kitts, and John Sparks. Now Mike Muntz lost that lead back. They're battling for first coming out of turn 4. There's your leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Pat Bliss from Milwaukee doing an outstanding job holding on to third place. Here comes your leaders out of turn 4. Brian Thomas from Tacoma, Mike Muntz from Tacoma, and Pat Bliss from Milwaukee, Oregon. Here comes Brian Thomas. In third place is Pat Bliss. The battle's for fourth. Kenny Ferris, the 28 car, trying to take over fourth from John Starks in that 55 car. Down low came Dennis Kitts, right by Kenny Ferris on the backstretch. Watch that battle for fifth, ladies and gentlemen. That 75 car can move. Gotta go. Set out there. He put the 99 car ahead of John Starks in fourth. Watch that 55 car on this restart. He's in fourth right now, but he doesn't want to stay there. Brian Thomas taking him out of turn 4. It's the green flag. Thomas, Muntz. There's a wheel-to-wheel battle. John Starks and Pat Bliss in the third one. John Starks took over third. It's Thomas, Munson, Starks, and Bliss. Thomas continues to pull away. The battle is for fifth, coming out of turn 4. Mike Striker and Dennis Kidd side by side in turn 3. It's Striker now taking over fourth. This Cosworth can move. It's Thomas, Muntz, Starks, and Mike Striker. Here comes your leader, Brian Thomas from Dakota, Washington. Developing in for second place in turn 2. Here we go down the backstretch. The 2 car and the 55 car battling out of turn 4. Now Brian Thomas comes up the lap traffic in the backstretch. Passes Gary Eklund low on of turn 4. Starks got by Mike Muntz and is hot on pursuit of Brian Thomas in the 3 car. Your second place car is number 55. Here's your leader, Brian Thomas in the 3. Second place is 55 car, John Starks, Mike Muntz, Mike Striker, Dennis Kidd, and Rick Moss in that 1 car. Is keeping that substantial lead. If we don't have a yellow flag, he'll walk away with this one. Here's your second place car. 55 car, John Starks. Here comes Brian Thomas starting this lap 18. Thomas, who's laid off for 2 months, comes back out of hibernation to lead this race. Volkswagen power out of Dakota, Washington. Second place is John Starks out of Puyallup, also Volkswagen powered. Now for third place, it's Mike Muntz and Rick Moss down the backstretch. Rick Moss takes over third. Defending WMRA champion in that 1 car, Rick Moss, now is hot in pursuit of John Starks. Here's your leader, the 3 car, getting in the little lap traffic into turn 1. Your leader comes out of turn 4. Brian Thomas, John Starks, Rick Moss in the 1 car, Mike Muntz, Mike Striker, John Wood Jr. and Dennis Kidd. Here comes your leader coming out of turn 4. That 3 car, orange 3 car, that's the pairing car. The checker flag to Brian Thomas. John Starks. Rick Moss is 3rd. Mike Muntz is 4th. Mike Striker is 5th. John Woods, Dennis Kidd, and Kenny Ferris in that order. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to go to the pits when the cars stop. Take a look at these beautiful little midgets. A lot of them have pictures of their cars they will autograph for you. There open wheel drivers we have in the Northwest. Wait till he gets his helmet off. He can't hear anything with. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got his helmet on. Let's have a big round of applause for our feature winner, Brian Thomas.